Chapter 7. Justice is still in a daze when he gets to societal evolution 2 periods later. He knows he messed up, just can't figure out exactly what went wrong with which girl. When he steps into the classroom, Manny comes forward and drapes an arm around his shoulders. Dr. Dre, allow me to introduce you to Justice McAllister, soon to be Yale undergrad and my very best friend. My man, Doc says, lifting his hand for a high five. That's what I'm talking about. It makes Justice smile. Unfortunately, the minute he takes his seat, S.J. comes in and won't even look at him, and hot on her heels is Jared Christensen, who glares so intensely it's a wonder Justice's head doesn't burst into flames. The bell rings, and Doc closes the door and turns around to face the class, but before he can say good morning, Jared's hand is in the air. Doc. Yes, Mr. Christensen. Jared. I have something I'd like to discuss today, sir. Doc. Okay, let's hear it. Jared. I'd like to discuss how affirmative action discriminates against members of the majority. Justice. Eyebrows rise. S.J. You're not even serious. Jared. Oh, I certainly am. Let's observe, shall we? I'm ranked number 2 in our class, I'm captain of the baseball team, I do community service on weekends, and I got higher test scores than Justice, yet he got into Yale early action and I didn't. I know for a fact it's because I'm white and he's black. Doc. That's quite an assumption, Mr. Christensen. Justice. Hold up. What makes you so sure you got higher scores than me? Jared. Dude, I got a 1580 on the SAT. Manny. What'd you get, Jess? Justice. 1560. Jared. C. S.J. What about the ACT? Jared. 33. S.J. Justice. 34. Jared. Bullshit. Doc. Watch it, Jared. Jared. Dude, there's no way he got a 34. Justice. What reason do I have to lie, man? Jared. It just doesn't make sense. Justice. Why doesn't it? S.J. Because it negates his assumption that because he's white and you're black, he's more intelligent than you are. Jared. Why don't you stay out of it, S.J.? Just. Hold up, man. Doc. This is an open forum, Mr. Christensen. Anyone in this room can contribute to the discussion. Jared. Whatever. Manny. So let me get this straight, Jay. It bugs you that Justice is just as smart as you? Jared. That's not my point. S.J. You said affirmative action discriminates against members of the majority, and you cited Justice's acceptance to Yale and your lack thereof as supporting evidence for that assertion. Ignoring how effing racist it is to assume your test scores would be higher than Justice's, the counter-evidence, namely that you and Justice are more or less equally qualified, has nullified your assertion. Jared. It doesn't nullify anything. Justice shakes his head. Jared. If we're equals, we both should have gotten in. Manny. You got rejected? Jared. Deferred. S.J. So you'll probably still get in. Jared. That's not the point. Doc. Let's keep it professional, Mr. Christensen. Manny. For real, Jay. Chill. Jared. No, dude. I'm not going to chill. You of all people should know what kind of shit I got caught from my dad for getting deferred. Manny. That doesn't have anything to do with Just, though, man. Jared. Yeah, it does. He took a spot I didn't get because Yale has to fill a quota. Justice. Excuse me? Jared. Just stating the facts, man. S.J. Those aren't facts, dipshit. Doc. Sarah Jane. S.J. Justice got in because he deserved to. Justice. Thank you. Jared. I deserve to get in too. Affirmative action is bullshit. Doc. If y'all can't reel this in, I'm shutting it down. Final warning. Jared. Point is, it gives an unfair advantage to minorities. So okay, Justice and I might be equals or whatever, but there are other minorities without the qualifications I have who will get in before I do. That's just not fair. S.J. Jared, let me ask you something. Jared. Like I have another option. S.J. So as a non-boarder, your tuition here is the same as mine. We'll make it a nice round number and say $36,000 per year. Our parents pay on a semester basis, which means that in 7 semesters, yours have invested. Who has a calculator? Justice. $126,000. Manny. Damn. Doc. Cuts Manny a warning look. Manny. My bad, Doc. S.J. For that insane sum of money, we're getting the best of the best of the best. Tuition includes laptops, tablets, and access to more scholarly databases than most colleges have. We've got the most current editions of all college-level textbooks. Our library is like, I can't even tell you. We have the test prep course built into our curriculum from the moment we start 9th grade, and I'm pretty sure something like 97% of the teachers at this school are PhDs. Right, Doc? Doc. Something like that. S.J. You wouldn't expect anything less based on the amount of money you're paying, right? Jared. Do you have a point here? SJ. I do. Now say you have a black guy, not Justice, but someone else, whose single parent's income falls beneath the poverty line. He lives in a really crummy area and goes to a public school that has 15-year-old textbooks and no computers. Most of the teachers are fresh out of college and leave after a year. Some psychological testing has been done at this school, and the majority of students there, this guy included, are found to suffer from low self-esteem and struggle with standardized testing because of stereotype threat. Basically, the guy knows people expect him to underperform, which triggers severe test anxiety that causes him to underperform. Doc grins. SJ. Now erase the two backgrounds. We'll keep it simple and say GPA-wise, you have a 4.0 and he has a 3.6. Test scores, you got a 1580, right? Well, this guy got an 1120. Based on GPA and scores only, which one of you is more likely to get into a good college? Jared. Me, obviously. SJ. Is that fair? You've had access to way more than he has. Would it be fair for a college to consider only GPA and test scores in determining who deserves to get in? Jared. It's not my fault my parents can afford to send me to a good school. Justice. Is it his fault that his mom can't, man? Everyone. SJ. I'm not saying the system is perfect. Yes, people who legitimately aren't as qualified get picked over people who are, and yes, it's usually people of color getting picked over white people. But before you say something isn't fair, you should consider your starting point versus someone else's. Jared. Whatever. All I know is that no matter what college I end up at, when I see a minority, I'm going to wonder if they're qualified to be there. Everyone. Justice. Damn, it's like that, Jared? Jared. I mean, wait, that didn't come out right. SJ. And there you have it, folks. Everyone. December 13th. Dear Martin, can you explain why everywhere I turn I run into people who want to keep me down? Tonight I went home because I decided to share the Yale news with Mama in person, and while she was ecstatic, what I faced when I left the house brought me back as low as the affirmative action is bullshit discussion from class today. Basically, when I rounded the corner to head to my bus stop, Trey and a bunch of the black jihad dudes, the white guy included, were standing there shooting the shit, as my granddaddy used to say. When Trey asked me what the fuck I was so happy about, I actually told him about Yale. Yeah, I was tripping, Martin. Trey's response? You'll be back, smart guy. Once you see them white folks don't want your black ass at they table, they not down with you being their equal dog. We'll see you soon. He grinned. I think if the socio-evo discussion had taken place on a different day, I could have ignored Trey. I mean, what the heck does he know? I'm not even sure he's still in school, and the only white person he interacts with was standing there with his blonde hair and cornrows and a gold grill that spelled out Brad across his teeth.